Running totals in schedules. This is a very handy function when you want to create some kind of a custom presentation. So say, for example, you wanted to make some kind of a stub income statement on here. You can make individual sections within a generic 9-column schedule to include all of your categories, and then use a running total to add or subtract them as you choose. So you can see here the option to turn it on is in the schedule folder up on top of the schedule. You flip on the running totals, and then down inside the schedule you'll get a folder with the running total options where you can add or subtract individual sections from each other to get a bottom line running total. It's a little bit easier to see inside the schedule, so I'm going to go back to an example here for a moment. So let's just go back to the example here, and I've got a little running total schedule that I've tossed in here. So here I've got a schedule with just some linked lines tossed in here, and you can see we've got 3 sections on. Running totals are on. Here's our first section, second section, and then third section down here. Below each section, after the first, you'll get a running total folder. So here's the one below section 2. So you can see it includes section 1 and 2. Then in section 3, we have one after. So you've got section 1, 2, and 3 included. And you can see it's summing the running total here. So all we need to do is just flip on which sections we want to include in the calculation. So if we didn't want to include, say, tax, for instance, you could just uncheck it there. It pulls it out of the calculation, or flip it on there. Or if we wanted to change the direction at which it's added in the calculation, we've got our plus and minus buttons here. So if for some reason we wanted to add the expenses in, you just click this, it turns into a plus. You can see it changes the calculation there and then adds into the total. So you can use this to kind of make free-form calculations out of the total 6 sections that you can get out of the generic 9-column. So if you have some kind of continuity you want to build, or if you have some kind of different kind of presentation or an internal report that the client likes, you can use this to kind of create your own kind of stub income statement or whatever kind of presentation schedule you'd like. And of course, all our usual functions that you'll find in the other parts of the statement are available inside the schedules. You can pull in linked lines, subtotals, manual lines, subheadings, etc. All the section formats also available in the right-click options here. So it's pretty easy to make all kinds of custom schedules that you can build for different kinds of presentations.